So if you're trying to get ahead in pretty much any professional job, there's one tool that's an absolute total game changer. Today, we are going to break down the essentials of Microsoft Excel. Let's just dive right in. All right, let me start by asking you a question. Just think about almost any office job you've ever looked at online. What is that one skill that just pops up again and again, no matter what department it is? Yep, you already know what it is. It's Microsoft Excel. And look, this isn't just a nice thing to have on your resume anymore. It's a fundamental requirement. Seriously, understanding Excel is pretty much non-negotiable for your career. Okay, so we've established that it's super important, but let's get down to the basics. What is Excel really when you strip away all the fancy stuff? Let's break down those core concepts. At its very heart, Excel is what we call spreadsheet software. Just think of it like a really powerful digital grid that's built to do four main things. You store your data, you organize it neatly, you calculate things with it, and then, the best part, you analyze it to find out what it all means.
You know, the structure of Excel is actually incredibly simple, and that's what makes it so brilliant. Everything is built on just three things. You've got your vertical columns, which are labeled with letters, your horizontal rows, labeled with numbers, and the magic happens where they meet. That little box is called a cell. The absolute best way to think of a cell, like A1 or B2, is as a unique address for every single piece of information. That simple grid, it's the foundation of everything.
And here's what that looks like in practice. See? Name is in cell A1, salary is in B1. All the info for Ravi is neatly in row 2. It's this clean, organized structure that lets Excel do all the amazing things it can do, from making a simple list to building out these complex, incredible reports. Okay, so that's the theory. It's all just rows and columns. But where does this stuff actually get used in the real world? Where does Excel stop being a grid and start becoming, well, useful?
Let's take human resources, for example. A super common everyday task is tracking who's at work. With a simple little table just like this one, an HR manager can see, at a glance, exactly who was present and who was out. It's all right there, perfectly organized.
And believe me, HR departments basically live inside of Excel. They use it for everything you can imagine, from massive, complicated salary sheets to tracking vacation days, and even keeping a master database of every single employee.
Now let's hop over to the world of finance. Here, Excel isn't just a tool, it's the king of the castle. I mean, something as basic as tracking your own monthly bills, or as big as a whole company's budget, it's all managed in a clean, simple table just like this. And the list of uses in finance just goes on and on. We're talking budget planning, creating official profit and loss statements, generating invoices for clients, even doing really complex tax calculations. Honestly, without Excel, most finance departments would just grind to a halt. So what about sales? Well, here, Excel is all about analyzing performance. A sales manager can look at this and instantly see which products are flying off the shelves, how many they've sold, and exactly how much money that's bringing in. It's all about turning raw numbers into smart business decisions. And this thing is a chameleon. It's used all across the business. Sales teams track their targets in it. Admin teams manage inventory with it. Project managers track their progress. Put simply, Excel is like the universal language for data in almost every single department. All right, we've covered the what it is and the why you need it. So let's get into the practical side of things for a second. The technical bits, the nuts and bolts, they're actually way more straightforward than you probably think. So you're going to run into a couple of different versions of Excel out there. On one hand, you've got the installed software like Excel 2016 or 2019. You buy it once, it's yours. On the other hand, there's Microsoft 365, which is a subscription that's always up to date. But here's the most important part. The basic skills we're talking about today, they are the exact same on all of them. You'll also see a few different file types. .xlsx is the modern standard, the one you'll use 99% of the time. You might see the older .xls format sometimes. And .csv? That's just a super simple text file. No colors, no formulas, just the raw data. It's perfect for moving information from one system to another.
And maybe the most important lesson of all, always save your work. It's a simple 5-step dance. File, save as, pick a spot, give it a name, and hit save. Make that a habit, and you will save yourself from a world of pain. Trust me on that one.
Okay, let's pull the camera back a bit and connect all these dots. We've talked about what Excel is and how to use it, but let's get back to the why. Why is learning this stuff like getting a new superpower for your career? Just look at this number, 90%. Almost 90% of all reporting done in HR is based in Excel. That one stat alone tells you everything you need to know about how deeply this tool is woven into the fabric of modern business. And this is why companies are always looking for it. Knowing Excel saves a ton of time, it cuts down on simple mistakes, and it gives leaders the data they need to make smart decisions. And for you, it means you're more productive and you're going to walk into work with a whole lot more confidence. You know, this quote really just says it all, doesn't it? Excel isn't just another program you learn. It has become a basic life skill for anyone in the corporate world. It's as essential as knowing how to write a professional email. It's just expected.
So I want you to stop thinking of Excel as just a grid of numbers. Think of it as a blank canvas. Every set of data has a story hidden inside it, a story about what's working, what's not, and where the next big opportunity is. The real question is, once you have this tool, what story are you going to tell?